World of YouTube terrible sight. I got some Doordash stories to tell. And god dang some bitch. What a nasty few days it's been. First off, I'd like to start off with is the meat you see here in packages. Now on Doordash, if something comes up that a person wants and it's not at the store, nor is it the same item they want, I don't think I came up with the idea, but I did do it in front of somebody, and they were like, wow, that's neat. Excuse me, you can do that? I said, yeah, I can do that. Like one night I had an order where someone wanted a pie, I didn't have the pie, so I said, well, maybe they want a cookie or a brownie. So I took a picture of both. They said they didn't want none of it. So this in particular person wanted a 1.5 pounds of meat. But unfortunately, the meat and the brand he wanted, they were out. So the only thing that was left was these 2 packets. So the dark picture that I have here was the first one I took. And I took a picture of the other one. I think you took the second picture. But what gets me in this photo, before I go on with my stories, is that when I took the picture, I looked at it. My camera's been doing some funky stuff. And as you can see here, it's dim as hell. Now I looked at that and I sent a picture. I'm like, what the I never had a picture do this. Considering this was right after. And as you can see, the light in the store was very bright. And it's like to say, right, what the hell happened to this? Like I said, my phone's been doing some F-up crap. I did do something stupid over the past week. Left my phone on the friggin' hood of the car while I was doing something outside, yelling at the kids to get up to go to school, and when you know, I lost my friggin' portable charger and the phone. Portable charger, I don't know where the hell that went. Someone must have picked it up off the side of the road, but my phone was down the street as it slid off the car and cracked my whole damn screen. So this is a brand new screen I have, but I don't think that has nothing to do with the way of it's taking its pictures, because I can assure you that this is the first time that this has ever happened. And even though I did drop the phone on the ground, and this picture being proof, being right after this picture, how lit up it is, it makes me wonder what made this happen. So with that being said, I'd like to know if anybody has ever had this happen in a picture. Let me know. Other than that, I'm thinking, yes, something ghostly. Dimming the light around me. But anyway, moving on to the story. Now this guy wanted the 1.5 pounds. Now as you can, I ended up buying this meat, but let's see if I can get a good picture. You can see this is only 1 pound, not even 1 pound. Now if I can get this up. Hopefully I can get this up. And this is 1 pound. Now mind you, the guy wanted 1.5 pounds. So he said, no, give me 2 packets. So I picked up 2 packets. Didn't realize, right, what he ordered was 1 packet. But because they didn't have the other brand, he wanted an extra one thrown in. And when I got to the counter, and of course that not being in the order, thinking, all right, I'm gonna pick up 2 packets. But there was no half a pound packets. They were all a pound. So I went to the register and rang it through. Oh, unauthorized, you can't do this. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? And then I'm thinking, oh man, he got another packet and he only wanted 1, right? So I called him on the phone as I'm standing in the line, right, telling him, it ain't going through, can you add more money? I think you have to add more money and sure and shit, that's what it was, but I don't know how to do this. It's my first time or second time using this. I'm like, oh, great. Let's say, here we go. Brother. And I told him, well, you only can get 1 packet. I'm going to have to put 1 back because obviously, you know, not having the amount of money you had when you made the order, right? Common sense. You put another thing in and it ain't in the order and he don't go back to place it in for another packet of beef. It's not going to go through. She was like, oh, so what is this thing going to rip me off? Whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? Knowing that if you do, and I forgot to tell him though, but knowing that if you do, you know, put in another, say another package of beef like this guy did, you only can go less, you can't go higher. So I did put in the weight of the meat because you are supposed to do that on the Doordash app. So I put in 1 pound because that's exactly what it says. And here he is, he thinks he's getting ripped off, and I forgot to tell him over the phone, but he was like, whatever, I'm gonna get ripped off from this thing, and he hung up on me. So you're like, what the fuck? Oh man, right? So I'm thinking when I'm driving, I'm like, yeah, okay, guy, I'm thinking what he said, you're gonna get ripped off. You're not gonna get ripped off because I put in the pound and not the 1.5 pounds you wanted. So it was like, okay. And then when I got there, he came out the door, literally, and I thought he was gonna throw down or something. He walked out the door, walked straight up to me like I was gonna say something. I was like, hey, sorry about that meat, man, but I forgot to tell you. But I wasn't gonna be rude, so you hung up on me, you jerk. I said, the weight, you can only go less, or right, what you bought is 1 pound, you can't go higher. Of course, it's not the money, it shows the money ain't on there. And I said, I forgot to tell you that if you buy less, you will get reimbursed. And he's like, oh, all right, whatever. But the way he came out, came up to me, you know, I thought he was gonna push me or something, right? So, you know, I just started talking, you know, being polite. And what does he do? Oh, whatever. Thanks for the fucking food. And he takes it, rips it out of my hand, takes his bottle, gallon of milk. He's like, yeah, thanks, man. Have a great day. Thanks for the fucking food, he says. It's like, what the fuck? Thanks for the fucking food, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man, what a day that was. And then you get a customer just come out fucking swearing up a storm at you like a trucker. Thank you for the fucking food. As I'm trying to explain to him, you know, you're not going to get ripped off, but, you know, whatever. Jesus. I mean, I haven't come up with some... The other night, I was in a storm, mind you. We had a stupid storm come in. And get this story. Oh, man. Someone ordered from Dunkin' Donuts. I get the order. The name comes up, but I seen Five Guys burgers and fries. So when I hit, you know, the accept, got the name, I went straight to Five Guys. And when I get the Five Guys, they're telling me, we ain't got this name on this order here. I'm like, what do you mean? Then I remembered I gotta go on something on the app. You gotta tap, and it shows you what the order is and when you gotta pick it up and when it's be delivered and everything. And sure as shit, when I tapped on there was 2 orders, one to Dunkin's and one to Five Guys, and the one to Five Guys was not the person's name I had. So I was like, oh, come on. So, you want to talk about screwed up. Here I am going now. I said, oh, give me the order. I'll take it anyways. And they said, yeah, that's cool. But mind you, that first order that I had with Dunkin' Donuts had to be confirmed. So I'm glad this all went down the way it did. So I go to Dunkin' Donuts, go to walk in, the door's locked. All right, some places out in Worcester, maybe you gotta go through the drive-thru or whatnot. I've done that before. And I go through the drive-thru, hello, anybody there? Are you guys open? No answer. I'm like, hello. Sat there, waited, no answer. I'm like, wow, what is this place closed? Then I'm thinking, oh, wait. So I called the I called the number and I thought I was calling the store now, mind you. Because when I hit confirmed, it went straight to the, the customer, and I was at the right store, because if you don't get to the right store, the app will not let you confirm because it says you are too far from the store. This app does everything. It does a lot of things, but I noticed a lot of the mapping's been getting screwed up. I just had another order tonight. Oh my God. Spent almost a half an hour looking for a friggin' apartment complex that wasn't even on the right road. But anyways, I'm thinking I called the customer. It was the customer, and I thought it was the damn store. He's like, no, I'm on this address. I said, oh, man, shit, sorry. Plantation Street. And I remember there's a Dunkin' Donuts down there. Go figure, Dunkin' Donuts here, not even 5 minutes away, there's another Dunkin' Donuts. So I go on that store thinking it is the store, but it ain't. I told him the address, and no, this is like 751. I needed like 5 or 400 or something stupid. A 442. And we're 7 something. I'm like, what the hell is this? So when I'm going down the road towards the 442, I noticed a place I've been before. And it wasn't the right place. It was the customer's house. I'm like, you son of a... You gotta be kidding me. And I'm thinking it's the Dunkin' Donuts, but it ain't. So anyways, I got a phone call in, and I had to pause, the video paused on me, but so here I am trying to get to this customer, to the store, so I had to call Doordash. Told them everything that happened. They said, oh, you gotta go to the store, and maybe it's closed, because I remember saying the doors are locked and no one answered. She's like, well, why don't you go to the store and take a picture? And I think it's closed, because I said, was I at the right address? They said, yes. I wanted to make sure, but I knew I was because, like I said, when you confirm the button and you're at the store, it confirms. But if you're too far from the store, it tells you, you are too far from the store, you cannot confirm, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, wow. So I had to go back there. Now, mind you, I got this other person's order in the back seat. So when I get to the Dunkin's, it's friggin' snowing like a bastard. It's getting slippery out. And I didn't know that I had enough time to make it to this person's house with the second delivery. But what had happened was that when I got to the Dunkin's, take my picture, and I called the person, oh, I'm going to be a little late maybe, because I said I had this order and I got to take a picture. Then I'll be on my way. And she's like, well, what do you mean? Well, what do you mean? And she's like, I'm confused. You better tell me you... She was only 5 minutes away, mind you. It's like, I'm only 5 minutes away. Tell me I'm going to be late. I'm like, whoa, lady. And she's yelling at me. I said, well, let me get this picture. Said, no, I'm going to take 2 minutes. And I made pretend that I was doing the picture while I was talking to her. I said, now I'm done, so I'm on my way. Oh, you're on your way, huh? So she's over there, freaking yelling at me, right? And mind you, the other customer was calling me at this point, and he didn't get his food. And I had to put in the app that the store was closed. And he got refunded and everything, but... oh, man. You want to talk about Dunkin's being a bunch of jerks. Probably their last order of the night is right, and they didn't give it to the person. They didn't even make it. It's like, you pieces of freaking crap. But this lady, I get out to the friggin' order. It's 5 minutes away, but mind you, I had to get a rental for, a few days. Some jerk off, pulled out in front of me. Had a little fender bender, I should say plastic fender bender. And I was in a Toyota Corolla in a storm, mind you, very slippery out. And I was going up this friggin' hill to the customer. And I was just a minute late. But the jerks in the house were watching me come up the hill sideways. My front end was sliding back and forth. Mind you, I had my son in the back seat. You ain't gonna make it. Oh, yeah. Finally made it at the top where I needed to be. Get to the house, drop the order off. I looked at my son. I thought I was gonna make it. And I'm a minute late. That's it. He's over there. He's laughing and everything. Thinks it's funny. But oh my God, man, when this shit kind of happens with this Doordash thing, it's bad. Oh, I tell you. You get confused, you get pissed, you don't know where you're going, the customer, man. And just like tonight, the customer didn't know where he was or anything. And he couldn't give me no, like, landmarks or something, say so, to get me to the right friggin' place. So it's like, wow, what the hell is going on with people? And, you know, they just don't give, you know, the right direction. Sometimes people say, leave it at my door. But when you get to these places, you got a door over here, you got a door over there, you're an apartment complex. You got to go in the door, you got to walk through hallways, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's like, what the hell? It's insane. I mean, but in other ways, Doordash is pretty cool. But when you get the bad ones, oh man, it's a friggin', you get anxiety just thinking of it. But just wanted to share that anyways and go over this picture too. Like I say, what the hell kind of, if anybody's had this happen to theirs, I'd like to know. This picture right here. Let me know if you've gotten a dark thing like that and then went to that. So I got a right mind to be the supernatural doing that. But other than that, more stories with Doordash with Arch. Man, my fucking head tonight is like mush after tonight's ordeal, but that's another story. That next video, folks, be safe, take care, and always keep your sanity. Because there are things out there that will make you lose it. Out.